OSRC News at 7, Vice President Shettima underscores importance of micro, small and medium enterprises as national clinic in Akure. OSRC correspondent x-rays challenges faced by breastfeeding mothers at workplace. Federal Capital Territory Court convicts 21 foreign nationals over high-level cybercrime. And from the foreign scene, United States pressures Lebanon to disarm Hezbollah. Thank you for joining us on the news at 7. My name is Adebimpe Akindele. Vice President Kashim Shettima says the reform policies of President Bola Tinubu administration will bring needed and desired succor to all Nigerians. The Vice President, during an interactive session with traditional rulers in Akure, described President Tinubu a courageous leader who is not afraid to take difficult decisions aimed at making the country better. Senator Shettima acknowledged they appreciated the support of royal fathers for the state and the federal governments, craving for more support ahead of the 2027 general elections. Correspondent Wahab Bankole reports.
Governor Loki Ayedatiwa was at Akure Airport to welcome Vice President Kashim Shettima to the Sunshine State ahead of the 7th expanded National MSME Clinic being hosted by the state. The first assignment performed by the Vice President was an interactive session with traditional rulers from across the 18 local government areas at the state's Obas Council Secretariat in Akure, welcoming dignitaries, Chairman Council of Obas in Ondo State. The Olowo Oba Ajibade Ogboye thanked President Bola Tinubu for promoting the welfare of Nigerians through various policies and programs. Noting the excitement to receive the federal government delegation, he applauded the impactful governance of Governor Ayedatiwa in the state.
We are very thankful to the Vice President for deeming it fit to come personally to oversee the affairs of what we have in the state for the benefits of our people. Through you, we thank Mr. President, President Bola Tinubu, for his programs, beneficial programs to the good people of Nigeria. And that's one reason why the Vice President is here to let us know that what things that are due to our people in relation to and other programs of the federal government.
Governor Loki Ayedatiwa appreciated the royal fathers for their support during the 2024 governorship election and craved more collaboration, especially for President Bola Tinubu ahead of the 2027 general elections. He reassured the royal fathers of his administration's commitment to the promotion of traditional institutions towards effective grassroots development. The governor restated his passion for overall growth and development of the state.
You know, when you talk about grassroots mobilization for any positive change and for anything meaningful, the traditional institutions are very key because they are the closest in terms of communal relation to the people in their domain. And they diplomats and charge their people go out and vote for a peace. Today we have that 18.0 pro-mass governor. Thank you, for your support during the election, and since we came on board, they have been given maximum support. And Ondo State is peaceful because they are partners with the government, maintaining peace in their various domains. I know you will not change because this is your government. You brought this to be through your support, and this government will never fail because your counsel, your advice will always take to it.
The Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, thanked and appreciated the royal fathers for their unalloyed support for Governor Ayedatiwa and Bola Tinubu administration. He described President Tinubu a courageous leader who is not afraid to take difficult decisions aimed at making the country better.
And I want to convey to you a message from the President. He's feeling the pains of what Nigerians are going through. But no matter how long the rain is, No matter how long the night is, it will give way to the light of the dawn. Stormy, the weather might well be, but it won't rain forever. I believe good times are here. The economy is picking up, jobs are being created, and in the coming months, Nigerians will reap bountiful harvest from the far-reaching decisions by the President. He's a man of courage and conviction, and he deserves the support of all Nigerians.
Shettima craved more support for Nigerians for the Bola Tinubu administration towards realizing the renewed hope agenda.
Participants at the 7th Expanded National MSMEs Clinic have been urged to remain resilient and continue pursuing growth in their businesses. The clinic, a federal government initiative aimed at supporting entrepreneurs across Nigeria, serves as a platform to guide business owners towards sustainability and long-term success. Osrc's Blessing Obe reports on key highlights and participants' experiences at the event.
Micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, are a vital force in Nigerians' economy, driving employment, fostering innovation and providing opportunities for the nation's youth. Often described the backbone of the economy, MSMEs contribute significantly to GDP growth and industrial development. At the 7th Expanded National MSMEs Clinic, stakeholders advocated for increased patronage of locally made products as a strategy to boost economic development and self-reliance.
Pull all these young people together, because that's the heartbeat of our nation. Let them be the product of an integrated project. I am very proud to tell you that 80% of what I'm putting on, all done in Nigeria. This my Ashoki, one of this did this for me, put the stone there, and I'm very proud to be a Nigerian wearing Nigerian products. So I want to implore each and every one of us, this is the only way we can grow our nation.
We've been going around with the agencies, interacting with the different MSMEs. Everyone is happy with what has been done, and everyone is even happier that agencies that can resolve their issues are interfacing with them just right on the spot. Some of their issues are being sorted out immediately, and some that have not been sorted out, we have noted those issues, we are going to resolve those problems.
Participants at the clinic expressed optimism, sharing valuable insights and lessons that they believe will help them restructure and scale their businesses.
When we mention MSMEs, that will encourage artisans, skilled workers, those that are professionals, maybe in the fashion industries, in the manufacturing business too. It will allow them to have easy access to funds that they will use to pilot and to finance their projects, and that will add more grace and that will add more productivity in what they are doing.
For any country or a particular state to have industrial development, small businesses, micro and middle enterprises are very, very key to the sustenance of having reasonable means of livelihood in any society. This is a clarion call for our entrepreneurs in Ondo State to take the advantage of accessing funds from the various credit agencies that are present here today.
I believe that the young people in the state, they have more opportunities for their businesses to develop.
The event was marked by strong calls for greater investment in homegrown goods, with speakers emphasizing the need to redefine the nation's economy through indigenous innovation and production. The MSMEs Clinic is expected to expand to more states in the coming months, offering even more entrepreneurs the opportunity to thrive. Blessing Obe, Osrc News.
We'll take a break now. When we return, INEC frowns at political parties over rumors of premature electioneering activities, plus other stories. Do stay with us.
It is time to prioritize your health with the Jiggy Ashwatu Free Medical Outreach. Date Thursday, 7th August 2025. Time 8 a.m. prompt. Venue Grassroots Movement for Tinubu Office, number 25, Oyemekun Road, at Digbola Junction, Akure. Come and enjoy a full range of absolutely free medical services, medical checkups, eye examinations, free eyeglasses, free medications, and many more health boosting surprises. It is your chance to care for your body, protect your vision, and take charge of your health at no cost. Tell your neighbors, bring your family. This is a medical outreach with purpose and compassion. Proudly brought to you by the Grassroots Movement for Tinubu Ondo State Chapter, working to build a healthier and stronger community. GMT. In God we trust.
Go.
Thank you for joining us again. For feedback and comments, you can watch us live on our website www.osrcng.com, or follow us on Facebook at OSRC TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel OSRC TV Ondo. Now for the rest of the news. Balancing career and motherhood is no small feat, especially for breastfeeding mothers in Nigeria. While the benefits of breastfeeding are well known, many working mothers face significant challenges in continuing the practice due to workplace limitations and insufficient support systems. In this report, Joy Pass examines policies or lack thereof that impact working mothers and highlights efforts by organizations to create more supportive environments for them.
According to UNICEF, women constitute about 20 million of Nigeria's 46 million strong workforce. Yet, 95% of them work in the informal sector, with just 5% in the formal sector, where supportive policies are more likely to exist. Of concern, only 9% of organizations in Nigeria reportedly have workplace breastfeeding policies in place. Limited maternal leave, absence of crèches, and lack of lactation rooms often make it difficult for mothers to breastfeed exclusively for the recommended 6 months. In 2022, the Ondo State government introduced a 6-month maternity leave policy for civil servants, a move widely applauded by health experts and women advocacy groups. But 3 years on, are organizations still upholding this policy? At a government ministry in Akure, a crèche managed by Ministry of Women Affairs provides mothers a place to keep their infants during working hours, a rare example of institutional support.
The workplace here is very conducive, and the environment is conducive, and the policy that have been put in place here for the nursing mothers, breastfeeding mothers, because we encourage exclusive breastfeeding for the babies the first 6 months. This in this facility we have crèche available for the nursing mothers. Before, the nursing mothers were given 3 months maternity leave for after delivery, but presently the government had increased it to 6 months, and really it has helped the mothers to breastfeed the baby exclusively.
Some mothers say the availability of such support system have made a huge difference.
As a working class breastfeeding mother, it hasn't been easy, because going to work, breastfeeding at the same time. It hasn't been easy. Although my office, they really tried 6 months maternity leave, and my company still, they are still fair enough because my office we close 5:30, so I close 2. So I think it's still fair enough for me.
It's thanks to my boss and thanks to the crèche that we have here in the government, because it normally allowed me to go to check my baby, and it normally allowed me to close by 2.
However, many private and public sector offices still operate without crèche facilities or breastfeeding friendly policies, leaving mothers to make tough choices between productivity and childcare.
And I will encourage the other organizations that have not implemented the policy that it helps.
To truly support working mothers, experts say it is essential for both government and private institutions to prioritize policies such as extended maternity leave, flexible working hours, on-site childcare, and lactation-friendly facilities. Empowering women to breastfeed while maintaining their professional responsibilities is not just a maternal issue, it's a national development priority. By addressing policy gaps and strengthening workplace supports, Nigeria can move closer to creating an environment where working mothers and their children can thrive. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
In other news and in politics, Ekiti State Governor Biodun Yebanji has declared his intention to run for a second term in office following a wave of public endorsements and political support across the state in recent times. He made this declaration during a meeting with members of the Central Working Committee of the All Progressives Congress held at the party secretariat in Ado-Ekiti. The governor cited the need to consolidate the gains of his first administration and to continue delivering quality governance as well as encouragement and overwhelming support he had received across the state, expressing his appreciation to the party leadership for their trust and confidence in his administration. The state's helmsman maintained that he has fulfilled all his campaign promises to the party leadership and the people of Ekiti State. He urged Ekiti citizens to obtain their permanent voters' cards ahead of the June 2026 governorship election in order to be able to vote and ensure that their voices are heard. Still on political related matters, the Independent National Electoral Commission has cautioned political parties and candidates against engaging in premature electioneering activities ahead of the 2027 general elections, declaring that such actions are clear violation of the Electoral Act. Chief Press Secretary to INEC Chairman Rotimi Oyekomi said the Commission has not yet released the official timetable or schedule of activities for the 2027 polls. Oyekomi's caution came amid growing public concern over the rising presence of political posters, subtle endorsements, and escalating verbal exchanges among political figures, signs many observers interpret as early signs of campaign activity. He cited a portion of the Electoral Act 2022 which provides that campaigns by political parties may only begin 150 days before polling day and must end 24 hours before voting commences. Mr. Oyekomi added that the Commission expects full compliance with the law to avoid sanctions. Now to crime. The Federal High Court in Abuja has convicted 21 foreign nationals of a high-level cybercrime, fining each of them 1 million naira. The trial judge, Justice Ekerete Akpan, while delivering judgment on the plea bargain reached between the convicts and the Nigeria Police Force, ordered the immediate departure of all 21 of them from Nigeria within 6 work days. Justice Akpan also ordered that all gadgets used in the commission of the crimes be forfeited to the federal government. The convicts are among the 109 foreign nationals being prosecuted by the Inspector General of Police over charges of cyber crime, money laundering, and actions deemed threats to Nigeria's national security. And in the foreign scene, the United States and Lebanon have been holding talks on a roadmap to fully disarm Hezbollah. Lebanon's new leadership has pledged to extend its authority across all its territory, but has also far avoided acting against Hezbollah. Oduayo Soya tells us more.
Hezbollah has made its position clear. It will not disarm because to do so would serve Israel's interests, not Lebanon's sovereignty.
They try to blackmail us by saying they won't give us money for reconstruction. If what? If we hand over our weapons to Israel, we will not hand them over.
This was seen as a message to Lebanon's new leadership that has promised to disarm all armed groups.
I call on all political parties to approach the issue of arms control with full responsibility. This agreement must remain respectful within the framework of the Constitution.
The president was speaking at an event to commemorate Army Day, the institution that will take on Hezbollah if and when there is a political decision to disarm the group by force. The army holds a fractured nation together, but it is a reflection of the sectarian system. During the civil war in the 1980s, it fragmented, and that is why AN has said the issue of disarmament is sensitive with consequences for national peace.
If there is a cost to pay to be able to centralize the weapons with the LAF, with the Lebanese armed forces, better be like that. But everything has been done so far was to avoid any clash with Hezbollah.
Hezbollah has clashed with the state in the past. In 2008, a government decision to dismantle the group's telecommunication network led to street violence. For years, Hezbollah was the most powerful military and political actor in Lebanon. It may have lost some of its military capabilities in last year's conflict with Israel, but it is not defeated.
Hezbollah is still strong in the state because of the monopoly that Hezbollah and Amal have over Shiite representation, as well as the appointment of key figures in all of the state, judiciary, military, and otherwise, that are politically aligned to them.
The group supporters believe disarmament will have implications for their political standing and security, and increasing military pressure from Israel, which regularly targets Hezbollah despite the ceasefire. The government is now expected to formally commit to disarming Hezbollah, a decision that could at least ignite a political crisis. In the words of the president, it is a critical time. Oduayo Soya, OSRC News.
And now to sports. No efforts will be spared by the present administration in Ondo State to promote sports development at all levels towards economic emancipation of youths. Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, during a special reception for Super Falcons defender Tosin Demei, an indigene of the state, said the importance of sports development cannot be overstated. The governor gifted the Falcons defender 30 million naira and a house at Sunshine Estate, Obaile, Akure, for her outstanding performance at the 2024 Women Africa Cup of Nations, WAFCON, where Nigeria emerged champions. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole reports that the governor said all hands are on deck to return Sunshine Stars and the Sunshine Queens to the top flight of Nigeria's league. To end the news tonight, we take another look at some of the major stories. Vice President Kashim Shettima has emphasized the importance of micro, small, and medium enterprises to the growth of Nigeria's economy. He made the statement at the 7th edition of the expanded National MSME Clinic in Akure. Osrc correspondent has examined possible challenges faced by breastfeeding mothers at various workplaces. We also told you that a federal high court sitting in Abuja has convicted 21 foreign nationals of cybercrime. And lastly, from the foreign scene, you heard that United States is putting pressure on Lebanon to disarm Hezbollah. That's the news tonight. Thanks for watching. Good evening.